Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's time for an update video. It's been almost a month, I think, since my last one. I'll be doing this video during the daytime, so there's probably be a lot of glare, but we'll try to work through it. Some things have changed, and we'll go over that. This tank, the lion's eye that were in it are now gone. So now I have moved some umbi fry in to grow out. And they're doing really well. Starting to show a little freckling already at a little over an inch. I don't know if we can get in on any of them or not. It's kind of blurry, but pretty nice. These are kind of a next generation on the little fun umbi project I'm working on. And down below we still have the Siboldi. No spawning in here yet, but that's just because there's too many, of course. Same thing I always say every video. I just haven't gotten around to thinning the herd yet, so. But they're doing really well. No aggression. You know, a little bit of chasing here and there, but I'm really surprised I haven't seen any spawning. But coming up here, the weather's starting to get nice, so I can ship, and hopefully we'll get rid of these guys. Get the herd down to 4 rather than 20. So, yeah, and then what I gotta do, you know, with so many fish in this 75, I gotta do water changes a couple times a week on this tank, and just too many big fish in this small of a tank, so we need to thin it down a little. But let's move on out to the lion's eye pair. They're doing really well. They spawned just shy of a week ago now. She should have. Let me see if I can't really see back in there, but there's a whole bunch of wigglers down there. Looks like so. It's working out well. Now that I put that tile piece over the pod, it seems to make her feel a lot more secure in there, easier to guard. So hopefully she'll hold on to the fry a little bit longer than the previous time. But I'm going to try my hand at raising these fry again. Like most of you know, I've had not the best luck with that whole deal. But we'll work on it. I mean, they keep spawning, so it gives me the chance to keep trying. So, the only thing I haven't tried yet is raising the fry in RO water, so that's going to be what I'm going to do this coming time. I do have an RO unit, so I'll just start using it. See if that helps. But yeah, this pair is looking really well. He's easy 10-11 inches. She's just under that. She's probably like a 8 or 9 inches. Great pair. I really enjoy them. They get along really well. The loaches are in their little cave here, hiding out. And yeah. So every once in a while, these loaches, they'll fight, and you can hear them clicking all the way across the room. It's a pretty cool thing to listen to. I've been trying to see if I can get it on video when they do it, but usually by the time I get the camera wrangled up, they're done. But yeah, they're sure fun to watch. We'll move over here to Future's tank. He's doing really well. Looks like he thought the sponge filter should go up on top of there today, so he moved that for us. Trying to keep a higher angle here so we don't get so much glare at window. I got 2 big windows behind me, but that's him. He's doing really well, growing. I'd say he's 14 or 15 now, nose to tail. He's starting to fill out. I've been feeding him the large cichlid Southern Delight. I think I got the bottle up here. This here, he's been eating the large cichlid. This is the old label, of course. I just refill my bottles, but yeah, that's what he's been eating. Still looking for a female for this guy. If anybody's got one, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. As long as it's not related to him, we're good to go. And as long as you know the lineage. If you don't know the lineage, I'm not interested. But that's it for him. He's actually starting to get now where when I'm in the tank, he starts messing with me. He's trying to bite me and lets me pet him and all that stuff. So he's actually turned into a really great fish. Really, really fun to keep. Let's move on into the other room here. This tank here is that Cichlids of the Americas male, or what I thought was a male, is right here. And as most of you can see, it's definitely not a male. That's the Mag Z right there. These two have been getting along fairly well. I mean, they bicker a lot, but you know, nothing really damaging going on. You know, they're not really hurting each other that much. She's really taken the brunt of it. She's got a couple scales missing here and there, but nothing that's going to force me to put the divider back in. They actually looked like they were going to spawn last week. I don't know whatever came of that. I never saw eggs, so she must have changed her mind or laid them and ate them right away, which is always possible. But we'll just keep this pair together and see how they do. It's just so much nicer to have this male out. You know, I haven't seen him for the longest time. It's just nice to see him now. So this pair is doing pretty good. I'd like to get a little bit more of him so you can see him, because I've never really been able to show him that much. He still hides a little bit, but he's out a heck of a lot more than he used to be. So here he comes. So much glare. But yeah, so we'll move on from this pair. We'll go down below. These are the Raps Cichlids of the Americas on bees. As you can see, some of these are getting gigantic. You know, this guy here is probably at least 5 inches. These are supposed to be going to my buddy Matt out there in Michigan. I'm hoping to get these out of here as soon as possible. They're really beating on each other a lot. Haven't lost any, but it's always a possibility when they're crammed this tightly into a tank. I was hoping they'd be gone already. That's why they're in here for so long at this size. I keep the water a little bit cooler in here to keep aggression down. That does help a little bit. Yeah, there's a few in here that are really, really nice. But I've already got really what I want out of here, and just hoping we can get these out so I can split up my Midas group into 2 tanks, so I'm not doing every other day water changes on their tank, and give them a little more room to spread out. And over here, see if we can catch a quick glimpse of him. I don't think he'll come out. He's a little bit shy. He's been coming out. This is War Paint. Any of you that follow my buddy Brian, YouTube, Dolly VH, I got War Paint from him. I traded him some fish for him, and he's in this tube. He probably won't come out, but he's getting better. We're working on him. He'll be in upcoming videos, of course. In this 40 breeder are some more Umbi Fry. These are from Optimus. So I'm growing these out. I got to pick what I need out of them, and then they'll be for sale. Just keep watching the videos, and when they're ready, or when I'm ready to sell, I will be sure to let all of you know, for those of you that are interested. And this is Optimus and Matrix. Sorry for that glare. As you can see, they've got a whole pile of fry in here. We've actually pulled half of these out, so I'm trying to keep them from spawning, so if I can keep the fry in here, that way they can put some size on, you know. Otherwise she'll put all of her effort into making eggs and doesn't grow. So, but yeah, this pair is fantastic. She's really aggressive, so is he. But they're doing really well. And as some of you know, Optimus is Warpaint's brother. They are related. And down below we've got Ragnarok and Freya, his female. Here's Ragnarok here. Last video they had fry. I have since pulled those fry. And a couple weeks after I did that, they spawned. As you can see, the eggs are on the... Maybe you can't see them. It's kind of bright. Yeah, they're not really showing up, but that tube there has got a whole bunch of eggs on it. She's fanning them. This pair has been really a joy. You know, no fighting. They get along really well. Ragnarok has really turned into quite the nice zombie. Of course, getting his little Humby attitude. Tries to kill me every time I go in the tank. But that's just about all the tanks I set right now, I think. So let's keep moving now. I don't know, for those of you that haven't seen my RO system, this is it. It's a 300 gallon per day bulk reef supply RO. This was the what do they call that? The DI canister. I don't use that, so it just feeds in to a carbon block into a pump, and then down through the sediment, 2 more carbon blocks through the membranes, and then out. I can put it in a you know, 32 gallon barrel like that. And then of course I have my 300 gallon stock tank too for aging my water. I have to age it. It's not really necessarily aging it, but water here in Minnesota in the wintertime gets super cold, so I can't do, you know, water changes forever and ever. My water heater can't keep up, so I have to store it in there 300 gallons at a time, and then I do water changes accordingly. Because the water coming in the house here in the wintertime is about 50 degrees, sometimes a little bit less than that, and that's obviously way too cold to be putting that in your tank. Your fish would not enjoy that very much. Alright, now we can move out here. We've got Beast. She's doing really well. Actually looking like she's going to spawn. So I'm hopeful of that. I mean, she's got the behavior. Obviously her tube is not dropped, and she's not really getting fat like she's got eggs in there, but she's displaying the behavior which I haven't seen her do in months. So that's promising. Magnus is coming over here. As you can see, she's moving out of the way. Here he comes. But this pair is awesome, like always. I really enjoy this pair. These are my 2 favorites. So hopefully I can get another spawn out of these guys. It's been so long since they have spawned. It's been 6 months or longer, I think, since their last spawn. But yeah, these guys are doing really well, and let's move over to the next tank. Here we've got Grimlock, and I have his sister in with him right now. They have spawned a few times. I haven't pulled any fry or anything. I'm just letting this pair grow and practice spawning and all of that. I will be putting her with a different male eventually, of course. We won't be doing any inbreeding here, but he's really a nice looking male, and she's not too shabby either. She's got some pretty good freckling on her. Nice body shape. We'll get a look at him. So pretty nice. These guys are really growing and getting along well in this tank. I was worried at first with this gravel how the umbies would look on top of it, but they are coloring up nicely and showing nice blues on top of this natural gravel, so this will be the gravel I'm using from now on. Below here is still an empty brand new 125 that I've yet to set up. I've been kind of holding off on that. And over here are the Midas grow outs that I want to, of course, split up into 2 groups. But these guys are really growing a lot. There's a couple in here that are my favorites. It's going to be hard for me to, if I get any closer, they'll be all over and we won't be able to tell them apart. It'll be like a big mass. You see this blondish one or whatever in the middle with the black and the fins here in the middle of the screen? That's one I've been watching. Really a nice looking fish there. And there's another black, this black one here, black and cream color. Been watching that one. And also this one here, I'm waiting to see if this one will turn orange. It's got some white in it, but and there's this one here. This one here is going to my buddy Matt eventually. There's another creamsicle one right there, that orange and white. And that's it for them guys. Down below are the Rivulatus pair. She's already flaring at us. See if she can come out and say hi. There she is. Oh, that's why she's got eggs down there. Yeah, those are all eggs in the front of the pot there. She's all mad. Male's looking good. I should have known they're all colored up big time, so I should have known that they spawned. But yeah, she's got a couple hundred eggs down there, and she's very upset about me being here. Now, there's one lone fry back there. You saw her just chase that one off. That's from a few spawns ago, 3-4 spawns ago. It's just never got killed off. Here he comes around the pot again. He's a little over an inch. I'm not going to sell him. He's got looks like a deformed dorsal fin. You can see like the front half of the dorsal fin doesn't come up. So I'm just going to leave him in there. And we'll move over here to the Labradins. See if we can sneak up over here on them a little bit. They're doing really well. This one here with the blue face, with the yellow body, really starting to come along nicely. I haven't set up that other 125 because it was originally meant for these guys, so that's why I'm trying not to set it up, because I know if I do, I'll put umbies in it. So I'm resisting the urge, because it was originally for these Labradans. I'm going to split this group in half and have 2 groups. So, but yeah, that's it for these guys. And we'll move up to this tank here. You can see there's been some excavating going on. Here's Enigma. And I had put a female in here that I had got from my buddy Jason. She's a general line female. You can see her there. And they laid eggs yesterday, or last night. So she's been doing her job and sitting in that pot there guarding them. And Enigma has really changed a lot since adding the female. It's just a fantastic looking umbie. So we'll see how this pair works out. It's always nice to have spawning in the fish room. Of course, I keep log books for every pair, every spawn, what they do, how the behavior is for each spawn, as much information as I can. It's kind of labor intensive, but that's just me. Let's see if we can get him to give us a little toot here. Yeah, he's fun. He tries to attack me, of course. We'll move over here to Orion. He's his big self as usual, just hanging out, eating. I did put a heater in his tank finally. So he's been eating like a pig since then. I had a long enough cooling off period for him. I figured if I had cooled him down, they'd quit spawning so much, but they just spawned right through it. So figured just throw a heater back in and he's good to go. There you go. And then the female is down here. Pretty fish. Big boy. It'd be nice if he would, go sideways so you could see a profile of him rather than always looking head on here all the time. Yeah, he's a tough guy when you're outside, but once you go in the tank, then there you go. Once you go inside the tank, he goes over here in the corner and lays there until you're done. That female is easily 12 inches just for a size comparison. You can see how small she looks compared to him. Yeah, we'll move on over here to Big Hoss. He's doing well as usual. Hasn't really grown at all for a long time, so he's got always fresh water and he eats like a pig, so I'm not sure what's going on. It kind of makes me wonder a little bit. But he's a great looking fish. Great attitude, of course. He's likes to harass me every time I go in the tank. I actually have to get a big net, and I put a net over the front of the pot to keep him in there, just so I'm safe to go in there. Otherwise, I'd be bleeding all over by the time I was done trying to clean the tank. Down below is Samson. Hiding under his tile as usual. See if he'll come out and say hi here. He might. See if we can get him to come out. Come on, buddy. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Yeah. And then I moved the fry tanks over here. I'm not sure if anybody noticed that before when I was over by the Midas tank, but I moved 4 fry tanks up on top of this stand now. It's originally what I had built it for. So I got the Dovi in here. There's some umbies in here. This one's got one little leftover umbie in it, and then this here has got some more umbi fry in it. I still have that 20 long, but it's dry. I don't have it running. Because what I'm gonna do, pretty sure, I don't know if I talked about this or not, but these are 275s here, so I'm gonna build a stand like that, and I'm gonna get two more, get like a 180 or something for the top, and then maybe two 125s. I haven't really figured it out yet. Anyway, two 6-foot tanks. I'm gonna slide this down towards the window. That's gonna open up this area here about a foot or so. Yeah, 18 inches, something like that, 20 inches. Anyway, and then one of these tanks is gonna go and replace the 33 that's in the bedroom there with the umbi fry in it. And then the 33 will be used as a fry tank or something later on, and then one of these 75s will just get sold. So I just got to work with the room that I have available, so the only way to get more gallons in the fish room is to upgrade everything to 180s. So eventually all the 125s will get swapped out. But that's the plan for this little area. You can see that fry rack is gone. I took it apart. So yeah, that's the plan for there, and just wanted to thank everyone for supporting my channel. It's been really fun doing this. It's nice to get all of the feedback from all you guys, and I really appreciate everybody taking the time out of their day to watch my videos, and it means a lot. So please keep that up, and I really appreciate it. And please be sure to go over and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook, our Aquatic Support Community group, our Fish Keepers Classifieds group. If you're a non-business and want to sell your fish or supplies, please join up over there and join the communities. So with that said, I wanted to make sure everybody checks out all the Team Aquatic Support members, all their YouTube channels. I have the links in the description below, and that should be it for this update for March. And happy spring to everybody, and happy fish keeping, and we'll catch you all next time.